you hail from events and advertising industry, right? What inspired you to enter into the insurance industry with a focus on claims management and patient financing?
Yeah, thanks for the question. So primarily, people who know me also know that I hail from an insurance family. My father and mother, uh, from their very early age. In fact, my dad was, I think, 21 in 1971. He started the family insurance agency. And being born into the insurance family, insurance was always in my blood, you know. But my passion was always events and advertising because I loved the communication space, and I pursued that with my business management, followed up with my postgraduate degree at NIFT, and that's how I could live my dream of being in the events advertising space for more than a decade. And the calling was always there. And 2014, when that calling came in, and I always wanted to return to the family business, and that's how I came back into insurance. And again, innovation is something which is very, very key, right? Very critical. And one of the things which I very early realized is that what is that different that I'm bringing into the space of the insurance industry, and that's where I found the claims management is what my interest lied in because of the service requirement in that space, and that's how I got into the claims management space in the insurance industry.
Sorry. Wow, incredible stories. Coming, getting from the events, then going into fashion, now into insurance. Trust me, you have that persona. Okay, so
Thank you so much.
Question. Moving on to the next question. Can you share a specific example of how WeAssist, as one of the leading firms in the industry, has made a significant impact on the lives of insurance patients?
I always believe that you have to, what do you say, when you come out with a solution, when you come out, when you are in the field, you have to make a difference, And I strongly believe that WeAssist has made a very big impact on a lot of patient lives. There are certain terms and conditions which needs to be understood, and accordingly, the claims are processed by the insurance companies. And in many times, how much ever you explain, the customers may not be very clear with their terms and conditions, and in many times, they are not in a position to even claim for their legible claims as well. So what we have done is we have, with our funding model, by understanding insurance the way we have understood, we have been able to help a lot of patients. In fact, in the last 1 year alone, we have done a funding itself of more than 60 crores, and that is something which I feel that, what we have done is very different from a lot of other companies in the market.
Wow. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. WeAssist is now planning to expand its operation through the franchisee route. Can you shed more light on this, including the criteria that you would choose for selecting the franchisee partners?
The selection for franchisee partners is actually going to be quite challenging for us, because we are looking at passionate individuals, who have those entrepreneurship drive within themselves. Because here it's not only about making money, isn't it? It's about helping that person. We need people who are compassionate, humble, and have a vision that they want to sustain in this healthcare, Insurtech industry for long. Today, if you ask me, there are 100,000 hospitals in the country. 100,000 hospitals. This also I'm talking about probably must be very, very low compared to the actual number of hospitals in the country itself. And the healthcare industry in India is growing at about, I think, about 30-40%. So you can imagine this is one of those industries which will be one of the fastest growing industries. And post-COVID, you will see there's been so much of emphasis not only on healthcare, but equally on insurance as well. Hence, it is the great space for any individual looking at growing themselves to the next level to be in. Hence, if you are an entrepreneur and if you believe in yourself and you feel that you can make a difference, I think you will be the right partner with WeAssist. And I would be personally investing my time to grow with them and give them the inputs what I have learned over the last 25 years in my what do you say experience, and of course the last 6 years with WeAssist, to take it to the next level.
Your ideology behind this entire franchising model looks very promising, and it is surely going to take WeAssist to incredible heights. Okay, so my next question, looking ahead to a decade or more, what legacy do you hope to leave through WeAssist, and how do you envision the company's role in shaping the future of insurance in India?
People don't buy an insurance to make a claim, but when they go to make a claim is when you and me both understand there's a lot of challenges. We want this document, we want that old document. There's a lot of question answers that happens, and not that the customer is not ready to answer all of those questions, but they don't know how to answer it. And at certain level, we hold the hospital accountable because the hospital is very good at giving the healthcare services. They may not be the best at the insurance services. So you cannot hold the hospital responsible because the insurance process is delayed. So the whole idea of WeAssist is that we should be able to, at some level, to be able to bridge that gap, make the customer experience way higher than what it is today. Today, if it's at 1x, I want to take it to 10x. That's my goal. So if I'm able to do that, I will be able to bring a joy from a customer point of view, because they are already in pain, because either they are undergoing the treatment or it's been for their family members. Hence, at least the financial process can be simplified, is what I'm talking about. And if you ask about the impact, I want to be present in all the 100,000 hospitals. So you can imagine, I mean, from a market size, if you ask me, the market size is anywhere between 120,000 crores, which can go anywhere upwardly to 150,000 crores to about even say 200,000 crores in the near future itself. WeAssist alone or Hari alone cannot cater to the entire market. That's the reason I said about the franchise is so important. Each region, each taluka, each district should be well connected, and that education and expertise should be available at all levels. And our expertise goes down to the grassroots, so that every legally eligible insurance customer should not get their claim unpaid. They should be able to claim for their expenses. The insurance companies do understand that this money that in premium that they've collected is public money, and they're accountable for it. And they have to ensure that there should not be any fraudulent claims that comes in and they pay out money unnecessarily, because that also erodes the public money in some sense. So WeAssist is going to work towards two things primarily. One is to work towards making sure that every eligible, legally payable claim gets paid. And second thing is most important, ensure that the fraudulent claims are not coming into the system.
If WeAssist is there in hundreds, thousands of hospitals, like you said, it's surely going to bring a change in the entire hospital industry, I must say. Okay, that brings us to the very last question of this interview. What are the key qualities you, as the founder of a claims management company, believe are essential for success in the world of healthcare industry?
The startup ecospace, if you ask me, is one of the most difficult ecosystem that is there in the country today. And right, what all is going on in the startup space. One interesting thing, let me tell you about WeAssist, is that we are not a funded startup. We are a bootstrap startup. I take a lot of pride in saying that, it is a completely bootstrapped, and we have not gone into the funding space, and we believe in the traditional ethos of how a business should operate. That is, today also we understand it is revenue minus expenses is profit. And one of the things that we have seen is that we have, in a way, though we are only a 3-year-old startup in that sense, because a private limited company incorporated in 2020, we are still in profits. So that is something which tells a lot about how we believe in running the business itself. And then coming to the 3 qualities of a startup, what it should be is, one, if you ask me, it's all about pace. It's about how quickly you can make the decisions and how quickly you can innovate. Unlike a large company, if you have to make a decision, you need to call a board, you have to decide, and there are multiple stakeholders, a lot of decisions, a lot of departmental. We are very fast paced in that sense. So that makes us very differentiated from any other company or a organization you'd like to call it. Second thing is, talent is very, very important. We did get talent from other industries as well, and we were able to train them and onboard and develop them into being very good players in the stream that we have developed. So for us, talent has been our biggest achievement. To be able to get the right talent at the right time has helped us to propel us to the next level. If you see, for us, the WeAssist is all about the culture that we have within the organization and the pride that we take in terms of going out there and helping each and every patient, and the way, the humility that we take to do it is what sets us completely apart from the market, is what I would say. Coming to the technology, which is a third and the most important quality, I think, for a startup. And WeAssist as a platform that we have designed and customized, it will be one of those platforms where we will be able to onboard hospitals, lenders, customers, all other partners on a similar platform and make it into a marketplace where we'll be able to create that experience for the customer, that he will be able to have everything at his fingertips. That's what I think is the differentiator. And for WeAssist, it's all about the technology and how we're going to utilize technology to minimize the customer response in the entire thing is what we are looking at.
With a leadership like yours, I am truly hopeful that WeAssist is going to make strides in the insurance area. Thank you so much for connecting with us.